For the most part, my life had been pretty sloppy ever since I was a student. I stayed up late more or less every night, ate whatever was easy, and hardly ever exercised. I thought once I started working full-time, things would change. But it's safe to say that did not happen. The same bad habits just took a different shape. I used work as an excuse to stay up late and told myself I was too tired to exercise. What was especially bad was the drinking. After work, I would pretty much just pick up something to drink on the way home. Even on normal days, I somehow ended up drinking. It was not that I had a good reason to drink. It was more that I didn't have a reason not to. The mornings got heavier. I felt bloated, and my mind felt foggy. I knew I had got to figure something out fast, or else nothing was going to change. That was when I joined a gym near my apartment. At first, my goal was just turning things around. I was not trying to become impressive. I just wanted to do something about the sloppy life I had been living for so long. The first few weeks were rough. At first, I didn't even know how to use the machines. I would stand there awkwardly, looking at the instructions, hoping nobody was watching me. Still, I acted like I knew what I was doing and tried to figure them out as I went. But I kept going. The routine did not have to be perfect. I just had to show up, put in effort, eat, sleep, and come back again. That's all it takes, I told myself. After about 3 months, give or take, I had gained 3 kilos. The change in my appearance was not dramatic, but I felt less tired than before. Mentally, I was coping fine. Then, eventually, my progress stopped. My bench press did not move for weeks. I got frustrated, but I knew I had to figure something out, so I checked my form and wrote down my workouts. Little by little, things started moving again. Some weeks work got busy. Some days I was sore to the point where normal movement felt painful. But I was still there. I was still training. 6 months later, when I looked back at my old lifestyle, it really did pale in comparison to the routine I have now. One night during my last set, I put forth all my effort. I pushed myself to the point where I could barely walk afterward. After I racked the bar, I looked at myself in the mirror and thought about something I could not quite put into words. I used to think success had to be big, making money, being recognized, or achieving something visible. But maybe that was missing the point. Maybe success is not always loud. Maybe for those of us who spent years living carelessly, keeping one promise to ourselves is already a big deal. Going to the gym when you want to run away, doing a little bit even when you don't feel like it, not giving up just because the results are not obvious yet. Relatively speaking, that might already be a kind of success. My life has not magically changed, but at least I am turning things around with my own hands. You show up, put in the work even when you're not feeling it, eat enough to recover, get some sleep, and do it all over again. Maybe that's all it takes. I am still training, and just the fact that I have kept going might mean I have already made it farther than I ever thought could.